Good morning, fam. Good morning, fam. I'm running kind of slow, as usual, and getting everything together, getting the YouTube up, getting the Facebook up. So, Spreaker, I always try to make sure I got y'all stuff up and running. I need to make sure my phone is right. Okay, Daily Toast. We about to get up on Facebook too. Daily Toast. Grab your glasses while I'm going through this stuff. I want to say great Kujichagulia to each of you. The week is moving. We are a few days out from the Malcolm X celebration, and I am excited. We're about to get that popping off in a second. Go live. Put on my shirt before we go live. But yeah, so I want to welcome all those who might be new to the journey. Say peace. Get things popping off here in the proper fashion. Here we go. All right. What's up, Facebook? What's up, Spreaker? We are up and we are live. And I might need to do a new opening sequence so that I can have time to catch up with all this stuff. Hey, Cleve, can you give me that water over there, please? Because this bottle of water that I got is not the full amount that I am going to actually need. Because I got to start off with my 32 ounces. That one right there, that one right there. Ooh, my girls is messing up my YouTube. Alright, so let's just go live. Daily Toast. It is Kujichagulia. 515182. We want it public. We want next. Alright. Let's get it. Move that forward just a little bit. Big catch. Alright, family, here we go. Let's get it. We are now live on YouTube as well. Alright, even though it's turned to the side. YouTube is falling. There we go. Alright, so here we go, family. A great day, Brother Kwame. Man, we are doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it. Let me make sure I got all my paperwork. So today is Kujichagulia. I want to welcome each and every last one of you that may be here, and I want to make sure that you are now rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is Brother High Tim, and of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast. Strive to blow up your old paradigms. Grab your glasses, grab your water, and let's get it this morning. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink your water. Take a breath and drink your water. Take a breath and drink your water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. drink. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Wow. Drink, 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 drink. Now move your body, drink some water. Stretch it out, y'all. Move your body, drink some water. Oh, that feels much better. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink. Wow. Now, raise those glasses and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Now, one, take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. All right, family, I want to say good morning to each and every one of you. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Shouts out to my auntie Loretta Burrows. Shouts out to Kushanda. Shouts out to Ruthie Willis. Shouts out to Amadou. Grab your glasses. Let's drink this water, family. Get it? Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. It's time to toast those ancestors. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, drink, drink. This water is good. Man, let's blow it up. Alright, family, let's go and finish up this water real quick. Today is Kujichagulia, and man, oh man, this is my day. This is the day that I was born on. Oh my God, a Kujichagulia, what a powerful day. Everybody find out what day you on so that we can celebrate your day, right? Bring yourself into alignment with the energies that are around you so that you can conquer, right? I mean, this is, oh man. All right, here we go. Today is Kujichagulia. For those that don't speak the language, that's the day of self-determination. Did I say shouts out to Miss Amadou? Well, shouts out to Miss Amadou. Good morning. You might be on your third or fourth batch. And Aunt Loretta, how is your batch doing? I mean, have you started a new batch? The demonic principle today is justice. The color is indigo. That's a dark blue. The hermetic law for the day is correspondence. If you was born on this day, your male name will be Kwabena, female Abena. Wow. So I'm Kwabena. Miss Gina is Abena. Man, I know some other Abenas out there. Shouts out to all of y'all. So in the African Centered Cultural Virtue and Value System that is used by the Emotional Emancipation Circle in Wolof, today we're talking Kursa, self-respect and respect for others. In Akan Ethics, we're talking about generosity and beneficence. And in traditional Yoruba, we're looking at Ifarabale, calmness. Man, all right, so we're going to finish up this water. I mean, I know there's some stuff going on in the news, but I ain't been able to keep up with the news because I've been keeping up with my my children, keeping up with these young people. Trying to keep some in school, trying to help some go home. You know how it is in the final days. You know, we are once again approaching that summertime. We still in the spring, and the kids are kind of jumpy. You started a new batch yesterday. Okay, have you noticed any? Do you got any new scobies? Are you developing your own scobies now? So if you on your second or maybe third round, you should have a full scobie in there. Shouts out to Miss CeeLo. I see you out there. All right, family. Far as Kujichagulia, I'm trying to think. Oh, I posted up a podcast yesterday. One of my favorite podcasts is a podcast called Radio Lab. Comes on NPR, and also it's also a podcast as well. And they had a podcast about justice. It was basically about justice. But one of the things that they were talking about in this podcast that caught my attention was jury duty, and how jury duty is an important civic act. And I never thought about it from the standpoint that they was putting it. Miss Amatu says she got 2 gallons continuously brewing. Man, So, no, Amatu, are you a brewer or a fermenter? Let's be clear. Brewers use heat. Fermenters don't. No major difference. No major difference. You know what I'm saying? Except one use heat, one don't. So are you using heat to warm up the tea, which would qualify you as a brewer? Same with you, Loretta. Are you a brewer or fermenter? We probably had this conversation before, but I'm old. Hey, I love it. All right, but here we go. So they were talking about the importance of the civic duty of jury duty, and I never. Oh, she's a fermenter. Amatu says she a fermenter. All right, so, and I never thought about the importance of jury duty, right? But then they start talking about a movement that happened first after Rodney King was beat, and the police officers went before the white jury and found innocent, right? Outrage broke out, right? And then right after, Aunt Loretta say she a brewer. Okay, so we got brewers. That I'm thinking about that. All right, we got some idea. Another shirt is flowing through my head. But here we go. Well, anyway, and after the O.J. Simpson trial, and O.J. Simpson went free, white folks got upset because it's like it's an all black jury, and they let him go, and they was upset, right? So after that, there was a movement that spread across the country about juries, and as far as being activists on juries, getting juries to deadlock or getting juries to be thrown out. You know what I'm saying? Not convicting, right? Not convicting individuals. Like in Washington, D.C., there was a professor or somebody who encouraged people that when they go into juries to really listen to the case and go with your conscience. Don't go with what everybody else is going with. Don't go with the easy route. If you see a black man for a nonviolent crime and don't appear that anybody was hurt in the crime, don't convict. Right? And it was like, and I'm listening to it, and I want everybody to listen to this because this is a serious discussion as far as self-determination, as far as us determining what direction our community is going to go into, because we know a lot of these cases that a lot of our young men are going to jail for, and nowadays young women are going to jail for. We really have to look and say, are they really a threat to the community? You know what I'm saying? Because we understand, right? Well, let's say most of us understand that there is a historical onslaught that we are facing, that we are struggling with. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things, and it's like not justifying behaviors, but the jury system is one way that we can kind of keep some of our people, young people, from going to jail. It's important to them employers let you off work. It's important to them employers to let you off work. And they have to let you off work. You know what I'm saying? This is a civic duty. For them not to do that would lead them in the way it lead them with issues as far as getting sued. Do they let you off with pay? Uh-oh. I'm about to do some jury duty. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got activists all over the country. So, like for example, was a prosecutor was a white prosecutor on the show, and he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, he started feeling conflicted because he started feeling like when he went into the courtroom in Washington, D.C., he said, I didn't go to law school just to be putting black people in jail. You know what I'm saying? And he said he noticed that black jurors stopped convicting nonviolent crime offenders. You understand what I'm saying? They stopped convicting nonviolent, and he couldn't understand. He couldn't understand why, because at first his ego got involved. But when he stepped back and looked at what was going on, he started to agree. He's like, yo, jury activism is where we need to go. So then they had another guy on. He kind of got outrageous with it and started talking violently about what he wanted, because he was like, you know what I'm saying, some of these crimes that people are being convicted for, like the marijuana and some of the stuff that people are being sent to jail for is unfair and is corrupt. And he said that jury duty is a major way that you can change laws that you don't like or that you think are not fair. See, because in jury, it is the judge's responsibility to instruct you on the law. It's your responsibility to go with your conscience. Let's say that again. It's the judge's responsibility to teach you about the law or to instruct you on the law. It is your responsibility to play your role as the conscience of the community, which will take a lot of self-determination, because most of us get along so that we could go along. But in many ways, we have to become the cogs in the wheels to stop some of this stuff. And jury duty is one of those issues. I wanted to get on the grand jury. I ain't even look into that piece yet. And another piece that we're going to start really looking towards for some of our young people, because when Clee was born, and I first met Clee because I didn't actually get a chance to meet Clee till he was 3. He was born in Ghana, right? And when he came over here, I got to introduce him to who I named him after and stuff like that. But the first time that Cleve got into trouble, because my whole piece was I'm gonna have a politician. My first thing with Cleve, when Cleve first got in trouble, Cleve got in trouble, and I was looking at him and I said, man, why shouldn't I why shouldn't I whoop your butt? He looked at me and he went in his pocket and he pulled out a dime and a quarter. And he bribed me. I said, man, I got a politician. Either a politician or a gangster. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? I prefer the politician. Kind of. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm saying. So we got to start grooming our young people. If we're talking self-determination, we got to start grooming our young people and getting them ready for politics. And I know some of y'all are like, why politics? Well, one of the things that I have discovered that politics without economic backing from the community that they serve becomes whoredom, right? So a politician that represents a community that does not have any economic strength, any economic power, is thrown out into the streets and basically becomes a whore, right? But once again, a community with economic power without politics is just a pot that can be robbed. So politics and economics go hand in hand, just like with the social system, because it's the social system within a community that develops the business people and the politicians. It's the social system that helps give them the principles that will keep them doing the right things. So family, I mean, like I said, we got a lot of work to do. It's not hard work. It's not complicated work. It's just work. You know what I'm saying? So we have to start making sure that our children are versed in the language of politics. We got to make sure that our children are versed in the language of economics so that they can start businesses and work in politics. And Sister Christine put powernomics. You know what I'm saying? Well, we are able to do the politics, able to do the economics because they protect each other. In The Godfather, they described it as economics is the gun. Politics is knowing when to pull a trigger. You know what I'm saying? I said, wow, you know, and we really got to look at that. So let's go and get this water down. Let's get this toast popping. This water is actually pretty good. I just saw it. I wanted to try it. It's not mineral water. This is, don't say it is. It's a natural spring water. You don't say, so I wanted to try it. I tried it before. And this one is pretty good. I'll give it up to it. You know, maybe one day we'll be sponsoring some water. Some water companies be like, hey, we want to support the Daily Toast. That'll be $100,000. Keeping it honest with y'all, this one is not a full 32 ounces. It's 25.3 ounces. So I need to get start off my day with at least 32 ounces. So we're going to balance it out a little bit. Get this 32 ounces. Make sure that you drink half your weight in water. This is why I sing the water song, family. We need to stay hydrated. Take your breath every now and then. The two most important things. I know some of y'all thinking food, but air and water are the two most important things. Please, family. You know what I'm saying? So that we can, you know, because we got to stick around. Shouts out to Miss Vanessa. Shouts out to you this morning. All right. All right. I don't have no ambrosia brew right now. Let's say my Scobies are on vacation right now. But what I'm doing is, because I'm trying to make sure that I got everything moving for Malcolm X. After the Malcolm X festival, we'll get back to the brewing, because I wasn't able to brew a large enough batch to make it. I kind of thought that the batch that I did last time would make it through. It didn't make it through. All right. So now, first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We call on this great power, this great source, right? We call on the first ancestor, and we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we get to the stars of the show. As I told y'all, I got the book. I don't know how long it's going to last, because you can see it fraying in the back, because my daughter did some stuff, but I'm thinking maybe it's not just because of my daughter, but some stuff is happening. So, we go ahead and transfer to another book. But first, we're going to start with this list. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Alfine, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Pet Maya Ra, Malika Pacure, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McQuay, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica, Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Wells, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Percy Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Trigg Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Rustlin Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vinnie Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brandon Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, and Ellis Murphy. Open the pretty book. DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Toure, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniels, Kristen Cottrell, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edward Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Becker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Sanders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Stratton, Joe Gimmel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Betty Vaughn. I gotta ask Elder how to pronounce that. And with that, we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on to the present moment. We salute this moment. We are in Kujichagulia. Activate your reticular formations. Go out and seek Kujichagulia. Where is self-determination happening in your life? Where is it happening in your family's life? Where is it happening in your village life? Where is it in your community? Seek it out. Take a picture of it. Post it up. Write a poem about it. Write an article about it. Find it on Facebook. I don't care. Let's start sharing moments with our principles in them, right? So we looking for Kujichagulia today. We lift up our glass. We say Ashe. From there, family, we move on to our future. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we lift them up and we salute them now so that they will have the foresight and the insight to toast us later. And we say Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations, right? We remember all of our relations and we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. Last but not least, I toast the most important thing in this room. I toast your beautiful and powerful selves. I lift up my glass to you and I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Y'all have a great and powerful day. You know what I'm saying? Make something happen today, right? Don't wait for it to happen. Make it happen. Be powerful, be blessed, and we out. All right, so let me go. All right, Clay, what you working on this morning? Peace out, fam.
It was Python.
Python?
Yeah, because today's Tuesday.
Are you making progress?
I'm progressing, yeah.
You progressing? Yeah. Okay. All right. He said he progressing, yeah. All right, good. Y'all have a great day.